How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a continuation of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Lands of La Mancha. Where we last left off, we have been moving and shaking. We swapped out a whole bunch of equipment there. We swapped out our pickup truck. We swapped out our skid steer loader, all the tools, our front loader, just pretty much anything to do with our big heavy lifting. We had to get rid of it because we were so understacked for the job. Now we are hopefully in a better place. What are the plans for this episode? Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a couple contracts, and then I'm hoping by the end of it we'll kind of bring something to the farm that I've been really looking forward to getting my hands on. It's going to make things a little bit easier, and it's going to produce a lot of different products as well. So let's get to cracking on this contract. So I'm going to make my way out to the shop, pick up the equipment, and start heading out there. We'll see you there. Alright, for the first contract we have, it's a weeding contract out on field 52. We are going to head over to get that contract started. Let's take a look at the map where that one's located. Okay, so that's down in the little valley just up ahead of us here. So we're going to have to get down there, and more than likely going to have to get a worker going on this, because we also, as you can see, have a contract on field 86 for another weeding contract. So we're going to pick up that equipment, get them going. That field's going to be a monster, absolutely beastly of a job. Yeah, so we're going to be leaning heavy on the workers for fields 52 and 86. But you can see out behind the shop there, field 36 has a baling contract. So we're going to get our equipment back at the farm. We're going to drag it all out. Get the semi-truck that we just purchased in the last episode. Going to get that out and really put it to good use. Really looking forward to getting to see it kind of stretch its legs. But it is a silage contract, so we get to use a lot of our new equipment. We get to use our just clobber that sign. Get to use our new wrapper. We get to use our new windrower. I mean, just pretty much anything and everything that we bought the other day we're gonna get to use. I'm pretty excited about it. So we're gonna put the map away. We're gonna get this worker going. The entrance is just down here. And don't know if you can hear it, but we do have this little electric tractor, electric tractor, and yeah, it's like I said, I very regularly, wow, I can't talk today. Very regularly watch a YouTuber by the name of Mr. Sealy P, and I always just get such a kick out of him calling these, electrickery. Yeah, electrickery. I just find it funny. But anyways, gonna let this worker get to doing their job. Ooh, look at all that bare spot. Well, oh well. What do you mean it's blocked? Maybe it's by me. Alright, let's climb up this hill very carefully. Don't want to slip down and break an ankle. There we go. Alright, we are going to go and pick up the other weeding equipment and go down to, I think, what was it, 82 I said? We're going to go in that direction. We'll see you there. Alright, we picked up the equipment we need for the next contract, the big field there, 82 I believe. Let's double check. 86, okay, sorry about that, 86. That's down the big hill and on the other side of the river there, so we're gonna pick this up once we get out there. We'll see you there in a few minutes. We're gonna come in right here, lower this weeder down. This is a pretty decent sized weeder too. Drop it down. And I think I'm going to make a full lap around just because there is a really large cliff off to my left. And I think it'll just be better for the worker to kind of give them a little buffer, that little a little headland, I think they'll be a lot happier with us. So we will pick this back up once we're done with the headland. So as you can see here, I'm about, I don't know, maybe a little bit more than halfway, maybe close to 3/4 of the way done with the headlands, and you can see here's the cliffs that I was talking about. We're on the bottom half of this field. That's the first cliff right there. Here's the second cliff, even steeper than the first. You can see my concern about having the AI, or I'm sorry, the worker coming over here. You know, I don't want them to be taking, you know, a nosedive off the cliff. So ultimately figured it would be better to just go ahead and, you know, deal with the headland myself. You know, I don't think it's technically a headland. I think it's more of a uh, you know, just an edge work. I think a headland specifically has to do with harvesting a crop. I could be wrong about that. As I've mentioned a few times before, I am frequently wrong, but not afraid to be wrong, nor am I, you know, afraid to, you know, stand corrected. So if I am wrong about that, feel free to leave a comment below so I can, you know, read how wrong I am. Alright, I think the driveway is just ahead of us, which is what we use as kind of our starting point here. As soon as we reach that driveway, we're gonna go to the very edge of the map, or not edge of the map, edge of the field, and get the worker going so that way they can kind of pick up where we left off. Yep, there's the driveway right there. Then after the worker gets going, we're going to run back to our farm real fast, and we're going to start, you know, picking up all the equipment that we need to get the baling done. We will need the baler, windrower, tractor, wrapper. Yeah, I think that's everything. So now we can go ahead and just let the worker do their thing. We're going to take them all the way over to the field edge over here. Every time I see this particular weeder, always looks like a giant bat wing or something that's just attached to your tractor. You get going real fast, maybe you'll take off and fly. There we go. Alright, now which way? Okay, let's take the road because the cliff's right there. I don't want to jump off a cliff. Alright, so I will go ahead and cut the camera back as soon as we get back to the farm, and we'll start picking up our equipment. We'll see you there. Alright, we have made it back to the farm. Let's see, let's first get our semi and get that all lined up. I love how that TLX 9000 just starts to light up, and oh, just so cool. Just listen to that rumble, like that's just power right there. It's like over 2,000 horsepower, I think, is what this was. Oh, you know what? Let's pull this up right over here and clean off this trailer before we get to work, because that's just atrocious. Yeah. Alright, perfect. Over here. Alright, like I said, we gotta grab our tractor, we're gonna grab the windrower, we're gonna have to move this weight off to the side. Grab the windrower, grab the baler, grab the wrapper. Oh, and the mower. Can't forget the mower. That's gonna be kind of the most important part. Let's see. So first, let's grab the baler and get it out of the way. Alright, there's the windrower right there. Oh, almost forgot I had to lower that down. Alright, let's load these up on the trailer here. Alright, let's see see how talented I can be. Well, you know what? No, let's do this. Let's connect that there. Get the baler up there and then the wrapper. Nope. Let's see. Oh, baby. Alright, now let's get that wrapper. Let's see if we can do something similar to that baler, because to be honest with you, I'm a little impressed with stacking that baler up there. I'm a little pleased with myself. Ooh, easy there. Let's not clobber on equipment. Oh, just had to come back around too, I guess. Alright. Oh. See, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult than the baler, because it wants to judder off in a direction much quicker than the baler did. Okay. Perfect. Raise that up. Alright, we won't close the tailgate all the way. Alright, so what I'll do is I will have a worker take this down to the field. I'll have them go around the truck. And then in the truck, I will take that down. See, it's field 36, so we will have them take it right. Oh, hey, car. Alright, now that we have the worker taken off, we will follow them. Once all the equipment gets down there, we will bring it in and see progress from there. We'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, so we were able to get around the worker there because, you know, even with a fully loaded trailer, we are far faster than they are. While we're waiting for them to show up, we are going to go check on the other contracts. Gonna run over there. We'll see you over there. Alright, well the worker's still going over on what is this, field 52. How about 86? Let's go check on them. We'll see you over there. Alright, best as I can tell, it looks like the worker is doing, you know, as good a job as any. Alright, we'll leave this field in their hands, capable as I hope they are, and we will head out to mow some grass. We'll see y'all over there. I think it's over this way. We'll have to go around the cliffs. Alrighty, well, we have made it back to the tractor here. Go ahead and lower this down. If you ever used, or if you've never used this Batwing mower, I highly recommend it. It's a really nice mower, especially for like those starting farms. Nice wide working width, easy to use. You know, it's just one of those trail behind, follow me mowers. So you take the tractor in whatever direction you want, it sticks with you kind of thing. So it's real nice. Alright, finishing off this last little bit of mowing. Now I gotta pick up my other tools, and oh boy. Huh. I didn't do any of that. That was not my fault. I don't know what the story happened here, but this is gonna be interesting. Oh man, my windrower fell over. Alright, well that was pretty painless. That's okay. Let's see if I can get that windrower, because that, with it knocked over like that, am I going to be able to hook back up to it? Alright, cool. And there we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and open up the baler. let's lower down the windrower. Alright, well, we only have a few more passes, and then we'll be able to start wrapping these. But then we've got a long drive down to the animal dealer, I do believe. I do believe that's where we got to drop these off at. Alright, perfect. Now, we'll go and park this equipment. And then hook up to the wrapper. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go double check on the worker up at the northern field, just because I have a feeling that they are needing my help. I'm not 100% sure why, just call it a hunch. So, hook this up, fold it, pick up the first bale here, and then this direction. We'll see you over there. Alright, well, it looks like the worker's still going, so we'll chalk that up as a win. Head back and finish bailing that contract. Alright, now let's finish this contract off so we can make some headway. You know what? Something just dawned on me. I need to go and grab the, I need to go grab the telehandler and bring that down. Because I need to have a way to load this on. So, I will go up to the farm, hire a worker, have them drive it down, and go from there. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here at the farm, we're going to pick up our telehandler. And then I learned from the last contract, you know, because I'm sitting there having to put wrapping tape over all the holes that I created in the silage bales. So I learned. I got a new tool. So now, whenever dealing with silage, this will be my go-to. Okay, now let's get this guy to go there. And go. Avante. Oh, easy, easy. Don't wreck my telehandler. It's brand new. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, well, I gotta go back to the field there and continue baling. Nope, not baling. Wrapping. We'll see you there. Okay, back here and... Oops. Wrong, there we go. So yeah, now that I've got that, new grabber for the telehandler, I won't be poking a whole bunch of holes in the side of the silage, and I won't have to sit there for hours on top of hours trying to patch holes in the side of the silage bags. So that really sucked. I learned my lesson from the other day and won't make that mistake again. But I'm going to keep on working on this, and I will jump back in once everything's all wrapped and we start loading. Alright, so the AI worker made it over here and was not influenced by me at all. The AI, or the workers around here, they are just fantastic. They do exactly what I ask them to do every time without question. Mainly it's because I pay them lots and lots of money. Shoot. Alright, so we are just picking up all the loose bales that we got in the field here, and I can already tell you the truck that we're using for our last grass contract for the previous episode was completely underperforming in every possible way. But the new truck, the TLX 9000 Semi, is in a whole nother level, completely different league, because the previous truck just could not handle the weight that we were throwing. What the? Do I dare look up? Um. Oh, I didn't see anything. Nothing to see here. Let's just move on. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, before I got distracted by the helium deer, um, the TLX 9000 semi truck that we purchased is by far and the way better than our previous truck, just because, one, it's built for this kind of weight that we're trying to throw at it. The 2020 just was not built to handle what we were doing with it. Um, so, yeah, no, it's definitely a needed upgrade. Uh, if you remember back in the last episode, uh, the weight was so heavy that the wheels, like the frame, was actually sitting on the wheel, or the yeah, was sitting on top of the wheels. Like it was not a pretty sight. Lots and lots of weight on a vehicle that was not intended to handle it. Okay. As you can see here, we've got 58,000 liters of silage so far, so that's pretty sweet. So we've got six more. And how cool is that? That whole TLX 9000 just lights up on the side. I won't get over that. That's so cool. Alright, well, we're just about done with this field here. We'll load up those last 6 bales. We'll come back and grab all of our equipment. Now that we got the trailer all stacked up with 97,000 plus liters of silage, we are going to head down to right down there, as a matter of fact. But unfortunately, we have to go all the way around to get to there. So, give me a little while and I will cut us back in once we get there. Alright, we were able to make it all the way down here without too much of an incident. When we got up to speed, I did notice that the trailer felt a little flighty, but that's, you know, probably because of all the weight. Let's see, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start with the rear, unload from the back. Wait, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What the? Oh my, I'm an idiot. I thought I had to deliver this to the animal dealer. It's the BGA that needs this. Oh man, I hope I didn't sell off too much. Oh man. Alright, well, my screw up. I'll cut us back when we make it to the BGA, not the animal dealer. I should do a better job at reading what I'm supposed to do. We'll see over there. Alright, so we can see the BGA is rapidly approaching. I hope that I didn't screw up too badly, because y'all, that might have been a huge mistake. I might not be able to complete the contract now. Alright, well, let's see. Oh no. And the even worse part, I gotta go get my... Oh man. I've gotta go and get, I gotta get the telehandler. Oh my goodness. Alright, so... Alright. Alright. My brain just melted down for a second there. Alright. We'll go get the telehandler, and we'll cut back once we get the telehandler back up here. We'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, well, this is where I find out whether or not I made a huge mistake taking those bales to the other sell point. Wait, what? No. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's not because they're wrapped in... It can't be this. Huh. Alright, well, this was a little bit more than what I was anticipating. Let's see, what can I do about this one? Alright, I wonder if I might be able to... I don't know what I can do. You know what? Okay, so a little bit of time has passed, and that is because I didn't, mind you, I did not get into any trouble along the way. I did not almost go and drive my fully loaded semi truck with the bales into the river. I did not almost do that. I also did not almost get my uh, telehandler here stuck in that same river. I didn't do that either. I also didn't have to go and rent a wheel loader to get myself out of those things that I did not do. I did not do it. Let me emphasize. I cannot put enough emphasis on what I did not do. I did not rent a real wheel loader to bail me out of the almost drowning in the river. I also did not almost forget to bring the mixing wagon back so I could cut up all these bales into loose silage so I could potentially deliver them. I did not forget it. Did not. That being said, I'm now taking the telehandler back to the farm to then chop up all the bales that I have remaining that I did not accidentally almost sell. I didn't do that either. I didn't know. I don't care what you saw on the screen and me getting upset and saying shoot, it wasn't meant to go to the end. You didn't see any of that. You didn't see it. Okay? Now, I'm almost to the farm. I'm going to load all these bales into the mixing wagon and chop them up, and then deliver them. I'll see you after that's all done. Okay, so this is what I'm hoping is going to work. I'm loading all the silage I have available to me into this trailer. I'm hoping that this uh, silo or the fermentation tank, why can't I think of it? Composter or whatever the heck it's called. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name off the top of my head because I'm just that flustered at the moment. I'm hoping it accepts it from a trailer. If it doesn't, then I have to figure out a way to get this elevated into the composter, and it's I hate to think of what I'm gonna have to do to get this to work. So I'm gonna wait until this finishes filling up. I'm gonna drive over there and go from there. Wish me luck. Alright. Please. Oh no. Are you kidding me? I can't dump into this. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to give an update as to where we stand with the contract there on field, what was it, 58? No. Which one was it? 36. Field 36. The contract required me to bring the silage to the BGA. The problem is that I couldn't drop off the bales to the BGA. I then took the product, all the silage, unwrapped it and put it into the feed wagon to make it loose. Once it was loose, I would then try to take all the loose product in my trailer. That didn't work. Once I tried to take everything into the trailer, and I just assumed, well, maybe I have to get it up high, elevated higher, kind of thing, into the actual fermenting receiving unit itself. Thinking, well, maybe that's the case. No. So I tried every little thing that I could to get it to accept that uh, silage. It would not accept it whatsoever. The only thing that I can possibly even begin to think of is potentially the reason why it won't accept anything is because I don't own the property. It thinks that because the property is outstanding, that or is owned by something other than me, that I can't put inputs into it, even though the contract says, hey, bring it to the biogas plant. And I tagged this specific location just to make sure, okay, well, maybe there's another biogas on this map that somehow I'm not aware of. That's not the case. So, long story short, I was not able to complete the contract. Thankfully, it didn't penalize me anything. I actually made like $6,000 for that original oops of selling the silage to the animal dealer. It didn't charge me anything. It just basically marked the contract as incomplete. And then all that silage that I had pumped back into my silo because I had it. It was just there. Now I've got 165,000 liters of silage in my silo, and it just seems like one mistake after another, and not even mistake, like errors, like that 200,000 liters of silage, or I'm sorry, 200,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Now I've got all this extra silage because I couldn't take and deliver the product. Whoa. Sorry if I sound a little bit flustered. I am. I've been recording now for, what is that, 146 minutes? Yeah, 146 minutes for a little over 2 hours now. And everything I've tried for that particular contract just went wrong. And it's like every contract that I've done today, somehow like the workers didn't want to work right, or they kept, not recognizing the fields, or, I got to back this up over here. Whatever the case may be. So I had to keep bouncing back and forth, get them working again. It was just a real hassle. It just seemed like everything I did on this recording, they wanted me to go the hard mode. So, now I still have to go and get my equipment from the field, the grass field over there. But oh, you know what? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go collect all... Whoa, no, 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 no. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Not right now. Oh, my goodness. You see what I mean? Like, every little thing. Like, everything's fighting me right now. But I'm gonna go get all the equipment by the field. I will be back in a little bit. Alright. Got all the equipment here on the farm. Thankfully. That was a nightmare. But that being said, this was all building towards something. I'd mentioned in the last episode, and now I hope that it pays off here. So give me a few seconds, and I will have the big reveal in just a moment. And there we go. Check it out. It's our new processing plant. This, here we go. This is the sugar beet processing plant. You put in water, sugar beets, and you get out cut sugar beets, slurry, and stones. Absolutely perfect. I love it. This is going to be a huge improvement to what we've been doing with our sugar beets. We've just been chopping them up and doing what we need to. This will be able to load our sugar beets directly into here, throw them right into the processor right here, Add a little water right there, and then once you have, yeah, once you have everything, actually no, I'm sorry, I think water's inputs right here. Um, Actually no, I was right. This is the water input over here. This is the slurry output right here. But once you add water and sugar beets, you can get out stones out of one pipe, you can get the cut sugar beets in another, and the slurry. So we can take the slurry and put it into that dryer for making solid fertilizer. We can take the stones and just hang on to them for right now. We really don't have anything to do with them. But the chopped sugar beets, then we can move those over to the fuel refinery and get that process. So we're gonna have like another link in the chain in order to get them to do things. That's amazing. We're doing a great job, and this episode, this all this effort that happened, everything that went wrong, some of the things that went right. Speaking of things that went right, check this out. Look at that right there. That is sheep's milk. That is 10 liters of sheep's milk. Our sheep are starting to produce. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, are the cows doing the same, or are they just kind of hanging out? Nope. They're just kind of hanging out. But that's okay. No milk as of yet, but they do have a bunch of slurry. 842 liters of slurry. We've got a fair bit of manure stacking up over here. 487, and the pigs have over 1,000 liters of slurry. So we've got products building. We've got our wool sheep over here. They are producing. They got 390 liters of wool. We got our chickens. They're really producing 3,000 liters and still growing. So all in all, we're doing good. And even though we hit a few snags on the road today, ends up working out in our favor, especially the silage. We ended up canceling the contract, but they didn't make us return the silage. They just gave it to us. So now we have 165,000 liters of silage. 66,000 liters of hay. We can make a ton of TMR if we wanted to. Honestly, we might just, well, I don't know. We'll see how things go. But for right now, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please like, share, subscribe. Show me you appreciate the effort that I went through today, because that was a lot to try and overcome, but it worked out. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, do all the things that the algorithms enjoy you doing. And that being said, hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.